Hey, Debbie Pitts Palmer here, DPP, coming to you live. How many of you guys out there familiar with QR codes? I love some QR codes. You're finding that a lot of people are using them. A lot of hospitals are using them. A lot of restaurants are using them. A lot of businesses are using QR codes. Yes, and I currently have one. I didn't make it. One of my team members made it for me. So this QR code that I have for my business, I have a customer group, and my QR code is tied to my customer group. So I want to tell you guys about how magnificent it is and how easy it is and how impressive it is to use a QR code. So when I work events, I work a lot of events, a lot of them, and I meet thousands of people. So before the QR code, I really didn't have a way to really connect with people, especially people that you don't know who may be apprehensive about giving you their personal information. So I'm like, wait a minute, let me go ahead and get a VIP group set up and tied to my VIP group. So, okay, let me tell you about what happened last week. So last week, as I was traveling to I was traveling to Austin, Texas. My family, they live in Albuquerque. So on the airplane, when I travel by myself, or even when I travel with my daughter, I always like to have the aisle seat. Never know when you got to go break away, right? So I'm on the aisle seat, and most times when people sit next to me, they generally sit, they usually travel in twos. So on the first leg of the plane, there was a mother and a daughter who sat next to me. Super nice ladies. And we started talking. They started telling me about what they were getting ready to do, where they were getting ready to go, and all the things. They were just talking about all the things that they really like and what they enjoyed, and just pretty amazing. And taking her phone out, showing me pictures and everything. So at the close, when the plane landed, I asked her, because she said she was familiar with Scentsy. Somehow along the way, we talked about what I did, and I told her what I did. So when we landed, I asked her to take her phone out because I want to stay connected with her. That's what I said. I said, can you take your phone out and go to your camera and scan this QR code? Because this is where my customers are in this group. And I want you to see the different things that we have. We have specials from time to time. So I want no pressure, but I want you to at least see what we have. She said, no problem at all. So we were having little issues. She had an Android, so sometimes Androids won't scan that QR code. So I told her about how she can get in there. So what I did, I pulled up my phone, pulled up my VIP group, and I had her to look at my phone so she could see how to type it in. So once she typed it in, boom, there it is. I said, join the group, and she did. So each time somebody joined my group, I always send them a private message, and as I meet so many people, I need to know where I met them and what kind of conversation we had. So I say, thank you so much. It was so amazing to meet you on a plane. And I know you're going to have a great time going to California, because her nephew was going to propose to his girlfriend. It was going to be a surprise. So I want to make sure I see those pictures. So please share those pictures with me. So that's how we got connected. That's the first person. Okay, once we arrived to the resort, a lady from New York. This other lady was from Arkansas. So a lady from New York came to me, and we were talking about the bicycles. She said, oh my goodness, you've been riding bicycles for a while. I said, yeah, I have. And somehow or another, we got on the fact that I'm 61, will be 62 years old. She said, oh my goodness, I cannot believe that you will be 62. Like, yes, I am. I told her about my grandkids and everything. And she said, oh my gosh. And somehow along the way, it came up that I travel for free sometimes. She said, well, how do you travel for free? I told her about Scentsy. She said, well, what is that? Never heard of Scentsy. And she said, she's stay-at-home mom, got 2 kids. She said, I would love to do something like that. I said, you totally can. She said, well, but I'm not a salesperson. I said, I'm not either. I said, I'm a share person. She said, well, what's a share person? I said, a share person is doing just what you did. You got my attention, because she's the one that got my attention. I was walking along and she flagged me down. I said, that's what we do. We're share people. And that's what you did. You were sharing with me your experience here on this trip. I said, it's the same thing that I do. I'm not a salesperson, I'm a share person. She said, oh, that makes sense. I never heard of it like that. So she did not have her phone with her, but her friend had her phone. I said, I would like to stay connected with you. So our friend pulled the phone out. I said, can you go to your camera and scan my QR code? So after she scanned the QR code, she was invited to join my group. And as soon, before I approved them, I always send them a private message and say, it was so nice to meet you at the resort. It was such a blessing to meet you guys. And I hope you have a safe flight and all that stuff. I don't remember exactly what I said. Something along those ways, along the line. So then I go ahead and approve them. So that's 3 people that I just met, and they all lived out of town. One lived in Arkansas, and the other 2 lived in New York. Okay, now coming back from Texas, in Austin, Texas, I had an issue with my flight. I had to stay overnight. So I spoke with the supervisor. She took care of me. Amazing. She gave me a flight voucher, something to eat with, and took care of all the things. And she even texted me a list of restaurants that I can go to in the airport. So I had her phone number. I said, you've been so amazing. I want to do something special for you. I said, please scan my QR code. Now, before I did that, she looked at my luggage and saw a Scentsy luggage tag. She said, you're a Scentsy consultant? I said, yes. She said, I love Scentsy. I said, oh my goodness. She said, well, I got to get some more Scentsy. I don't know when. And we were talking about her fragrances and this, that, and the other. So after she scanned my QR code, she was in my group. I sent her a message thanking her for being so amazing and taking care of me. Well, when I got to the hotel, I looked at my email. Well, she spent over $100 and some, just like that. So isn't that amazing, guys, to be in a business where somebody can just go to your website and shop just like that? I gave her a catalog. Now she lives in Texas. So now I've got a new contact from Arkansas. I got 2 new contacts from New York. And I got a new customer who lives in Texas. Okay, now, yesterday, as I was coming back to Birmingham, I met 2 more new ladies on the plane. Once again, I love to sit on the aisle. So as I'm sitting on the aisle, these 2 ladies said, are those 2 seats taken? Are you holding those 2 seats? I said, no, I'm holding them for you. I didn't know them, but I told them I was holding the seats for them. They said, okay, this is great. They laugh. We laugh about it. So as we're sitting there talking, the lady in the middle was telling me that she was a breast cancer survivor, a triple negative type of breast cancer, which is the most aggressive type that spread. And that's what she had. And she told me about her treatments, told me how long it took, what she had to go through, how she was sick. She showed me pictures of her before she had the surgery and before she did the treatments, showed me all of that. We were connecting really well. And her friend showed me pictures of her kids. And the lady who had the cancer showed me a picture of her daughter, told me she'd go to college in Tennessee. So as you can see, we had a long conversation on the plane. Pleasant conversation. So when the plane landed, I knew I did not want to separate myself from them. They were on their way to a Christian convention in Orlando, Florida. Then they were going to take time out to go to Disney World. And I told them about our trip to Disney World in July with Scentsy. They were somewhat familiar with Scentsy. They're from Albuquerque. I told them my family live in Albuquerque. So they're originally from Albuquerque, but they were flying through Austin to go to Orlando. Okay. So when the plane landed, they were getting ready to get off. I got off in Orlando too, but I had to come to my final destination here in Alabama. But before they got off the plane, I said, can you pull your phones out? I said, I want to stay connected with you because they told me that they were going to Magic Kingdom and they were going to Epcot. So Scentsy has a contract with Disney and we're set up in Epcot. We have these fragrance flowers there and all the different, in the little flower section at Epcot, we have that set up there. I said, so when you go there, can you take a picture and add that picture to my VIP group? She said, absolutely, I can do that. So I thanked them and I told them it was such a pleasure meeting them on the plane. I noted where I met them because I meet so many people and I don't want to forget. So let me back up. So I met 1 new person added to my VIP group going to Texas. Once I got to Texas, I got 2 new people from New York. We got Arkansas, then New York, then the 4th one's from Texas, and then the last 2 are from Albuquerque. So I got 6 new contacts using my QR code on my phone. My QR code is on my screensaver, so it's always with me. Whenever I go somewhere, it is magical because it keeps me in a situation where I can connect with new people all the time. So, isn't that amazing, guys? And 1 of them have already bought from me. How easy is that? It's better than passing out a business card, because sometimes people are apprehensive about giving you their personal information, but they don't mind being added to a group. And the last lady that I met, she said, that's pretty savvy. She said, you're so smart to operate your business like that, where you can just go in and have somebody to scan your QR code like magical. Guys, in my QR code, I did not make it. So there are different QR code makers out there. I'm not savvy like that. So somebody made mine. But there are generators out there where they can help you create QR codes. You could probably even go to YouTube, because YouTube has how to do everything on YouTube. I'm just not savvy like that. Somebody made mine. But it's on my screensaver, so it's always right there. So when I work my events, when I'm in a grocery store, it gives me a way to connect with new people. How fun and how easy. Because you're already talking to people. You don't want to lose the connection with them. Whip that QR code out. I know a lot of people have QR codes tied to their website, but mine is tied to my VIP group, because I want to always stay connected to the people that I meet. I just wanted to share that with you guys, because what a blessing to be in a business where people love what we have to offer, and it's no pressure. This is a no pressure zone. When I ask people to scan my QR code, they don't mind doing it. I have never had a no. The only no I ever got is because they're not on Facebook. But for people who are on Facebook, they don't mind. They do it anyway. They do it. And they share with it. I've even had people to invite their friends to my VIP once they get in there. So guys, this is what's helped me be successful in my business. I've been doing this now for about, I have probably been doing this for about maybe 3 years. And I've been with Scentsy Guys for 14 years. And for the last 3 years, I've been effectively sharing my QR code. I love it so much. So I just want to share with you guys. Take care. Happy Tuesday, guys. Love you. Bye.